Hey, what is going on, Virgos? Butch right here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Virgos? All right, Virgos. So the first thing that I see is I feel like there's this connection around you. I feel like this is someone that you already know. Now, I feel like with this person, you always saw a lot of potential. You know, you always saw that there was more to this person. You know, and I feel like you put a lot of work into helping this person, put a lot of effort into helping this person. You know, with that Queen of Pentacles, we also have the Star card. I feel like you really nurtured this person. You really gave to this person. And I feel like you continue to give to this person, even though I feel like things are getting a little bit out of hand with this person. You know, I feel like there's some late nights, some anxiety. And I feel like you're spending a lot of time in your head wondering how you can continue to help this person, how you can get the best from this person. Because like I said, Virgos are very good at seeing potential. They're very good at it. I might even go as far as saying they're the best at it. The problem is, sometimes it's kind of, it can be a great thing or it can be a bad thing. And this one, unfortunately, I feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like seeing the potential in someone is a great thing. Them not seeing it makes it very counterproductive. You can't make someone see it. You can try your ass off and you can work your ass off. And Virgos, another thing that I love about Virgos, they're hard workers. But sometimes it doesn't work. And it's not because of you. It's not because of your effort. It's not because of what you know, sometimes if they're not willing to see it, they're not going to see it. And I feel like there's some hot and cold energy with this person, more and more so. And then we have the nine of Wands. It's a very defensive energy. I feel like this person is, not only are they going cold on you, but I feel like they're putting up this, almost like this wall, this self-imposed prison. And it's causing a lot of internal struggle within you. It's almost like the further they pull away, the harder you try to pull them back. With that Five of Wands, like I said, it's that internal struggle. Because you see something. And it frustrates. For some of you, it really frustrates you. And I get that. I feel it in this read. I feel the frustration. You know, waiting for something to happen. Waiting for this person to get it together. Excuse me. Waiting for this person to get it together. But honestly, I feel like you can't trust this person. I feel like you're not on the same page. I don't even feel like you're on the same book. And I feel like a lot of your effort is going to waste here. You know, you have so much to give, and this person isn't giving back. They're not even really. It feels like they're not even really receiving it anymore. It's almost like they're intentionally pushing you away. I don't feel like this person. I don't feel a bad energy from this person in the fact that I don't feel like they're maliciously trying to hurt you. I feel like they do care, but I feel like they got their own demons, and they're not. You know, we get the devil in reverse. I mean, I feel like they're being held back, and it's almost like the part of them that cares about you doesn't want you to be held back with them. You know, I feel like it's kind of the road that they got to walk alone. I mean, they got to do it for themselves. Not to say this will never work. It's just I don't feel like we can force a square where a circle should be right now. And I feel like this is a hard truth. And I apologize for those people taking it the wrong way, but I'm always going to be honest with you. I'm always going to tell you exactly what I see. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to put any bedazzle in on it and blow unicorns. Wow. Did you ever say something and realize what you said? I meant to say I'm not going to blow rainbows up your butt. Yeah, let's scratch what I just said. I'm sorry. That was really bad. Okay. I shouldn't have made a big deal about it. Maybe we would have just glazed over it. But anyway, they got to do the work for themselves. And it's a hard truth. And it's something you're probably not going to want to hear. But like I always tell people, like your intuition, I try to be as much like that as I can. I always tell you what you need to hear. It's not always going to be what you want to hear. Now, like I said, I can sit here and throw rainbows and unicorns at you and, you know, tell you everything's going to be great, but I don't feel it here. You know, I feel like there's great things for you coming, but it's not here. And I do get I have the feeling that shit's going to hit the fan, and I feel like you're going to get hurt, and I don't want that. That's the last thing I want. You know, you deserve better than that. And I feel like this person, it's almost like they're trying to warn you without actually warning you. You know, I feel like they are trying to push you away. And sometimes people push you away hoping you'll push back and stay, but I don't feel like that's with this person. I feel like they're legitimately trying to push you away because I feel like they know they can't give you what you need. And with that Tower card, I mean, I feel like shit's going to hit the fan, and I feel like you're going to get hurt. And I feel like this person may have already hurt you. You know, I feel like they may have already betrayed you. With that Ten of Swords. You know, like I said, I mean, I feel like this person cares, but I feel like there's a reason they're pushing you. There's a reason that you know, they're not telling you the truth or the whole truth. Lack of communication with the Eight of Wands in reverse, and we have the Seven of Swords. They're keeping things from you. You know, they're not telling you the whole truth. And like I said, I feel like they've already hurt you, whether you know it or not. You know, what I see here is I feel like this is going downhill, and it's going downhill quicker than you can even imagine. You know, it's like a sinking ship, and they're just telling you to take a lifeboat and get away. Like I said, this is happening very quickly. You know, and we have the Emperor, so I mean, I feel like this is about protecting yourself. It's not about giving up. It's about letting go. You know? I know that doesn't sound much different to people, but it really is. Sometimes if someone's working, someone's trying really hard, and they're putting in the effort, that's one thing. But when someone's pushing you away intentionally, we need to start listening to that. Like I said, I do feel like this person cares about you. They just can't give you what you want. They can't see what you see. And again, I'm not saying this will never work. I don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't see any huge transformation where things just magically get better. You know, we end this with the hangman seeing things in a different perspective. You know, it's not about quitting this person. It's not about giving up on this person. It's about letting go. You know, it's a hard thing sometimes when you really care about someone to let them go. It's even harder when they're the one telling you or giving you reason to. Like I said, they do care about you, and I feel like the potential you see in this person isn't. You're not off the mark. They just got to see it first, and they're not bringing you down with them. They don't want that. Like I said, you can try all you want, and you're not going to make someone see something they don't see. They got to see it for themselves, and I feel like this person needs to find themselves. You know, like I said, I feel like they're dealing with their own demons, and the last thing they want to do is bring you into that. I feel like there's a better way to go about it, but I feel like I said, going cold, you know, the hot and cold energy, the lack of communication, keeping secrets, shutting you out. I see this getting much worse before it gets anywhere near better. And again, I'm going to say it. I'm not saying this will never work. I'm just saying that I don't see it working now. You know, with this person, we have Aries, we have Sagittarius, we have Aquarius, we have Libra. We have Capricorn and Virgo. Unfortunately, sometimes people that we really care about hurt us, even if they don't mean to. Even if it doesn't benefit them one way or the other. Sometimes people just hurt us because they're just... It is what it is. And sometimes people disappoint us. Sometimes people let us down. And it's not because they want to. I don't feel like this person wants to let you down. I just don't feel like they can give you what you want. The more you see something in this person, the less they see it. And it causes this divide between the two of you. You know, I don't think it benefits them. And absolutely, I feel like it absolutely doesn't benefit them to lose you. But until they see it, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. I've told this story before, and I feel like it's very relevant now, so I'm going to tell it. It's a story I remember my grandmother, she used to always have these stories. And I believe I told it before, so hopefully you don't remember it. About the frog and the scorpion. So there's this frog, and he's by the water. And there's this scorpion coming along, and he wants to get across. It's like a stream, and he wants to get across the stream, but scorpions can't swim. So he goes to the frog, and he says, hey, can you put me on your back and swim me to the other side? And the frog's like, no, you're going to sting me. And if you sting me, we're both going to drown. He's like, I won't sting you. I give you my word, I won't sting you. Just get me to the other side. You help me out. And the frog thought about it, And finally, he gave in. He said, okay, get on my back. So he gets on his back, and halfway across the water, the scorpion stings the frog, and they're both start to drown. He's like, why would you do that? And the scorpion said, because I'm a scorpion. It's what I do. And the relevance of that is, even though it caused his own downfall, he still did it. Because that's what he is. And not to say you're a frog or they're a scorpion. I'm just saying sometimes people do things. Even if it doesn't benefit them. Even if it is counterproductive to them. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you see in someone. If they don't have their eyes open and see it themselves, it's a hard sell to convince them. You know, I had a friend in school, and he was like one of the most talented artists I've ever met personally. And that's saying a lot because I really love art and I'm really into the art community. But this guy could draw anything. And it was like, that's all he did all the time. He had this sketchbook with him everywhere, on the bus to school. You know, he'd be drawing, which is impressive because drawing on a bus is impressive in itself because it's bumpy. But I just remember him drawing these pictures, and, you know, people would ask him for pictures, and he would, draw pictures for anybody. And, he'd sit there in the cafeteria. I remember him drawing pictures of other students. And they were like lifelike. It was like a photograph of the person. Like, it was so detailed. And, that guy, it's kind of a sad story. Well, not kind of a sad story. It's a really sad story, but he got into drugs really bad. He stopped drawing. I remember he always, he just looked out of it all the time when we see him in school and stuff. Finally, he quit school, and I never seen him. I don't even know what happened to him. But that's the thing. So many people saw so much potential in that guy. So much. I hope he got his life together. I tried looking him up a few years ago on Facebook, but I didn't find him. And I asked other friends that knew him, and they said the same thing. They hadn't heard from him since school. I hope he found his way. But the point is no matter, everybody around him saw potential. Everybody around him saw it. He could have been a great artist. He could have been, a tattoo artist. He could have had so many things that he could have done with that natural talent. But because he didn't see it, because he didn't give to it, he lost his way. I hope I do see him again. I hope he's okay. But that's the thing. It's a shame. And it's such a frequent story. I feel like everybody knows some sort of story like that. I had another friend that was really good at sports, and same thing. He got into drugs. Kicked off the team. He played hockey with us, and he was one of the best hockey players on our team by far. And he just got in with the wrong crowd. And he blew his chance. I do know him. He did clean himself up. He teaches he coaches one of the junior teams around here. So, he's doing good with what he knew, his knowledge. But I really think he could have done. I really think he could have been professional. But again, some people just don't realize what they have. They don't see it. And no matter how much we try to shine a light on it, if they got them blindfold on, they're not seeing it, It's just like an investment. You can keep investing in something, and then all of a sudden that investment starts plummeting and you're losing money. But you keep investing in it. There's got to be a time when you realize, okay, listen, I gotta stop investing in this. And it's hard for some people. Sometimes you invested so much that you don't want to walk away from it. You're just like, when is it gonna turn up? When's it gonna turn up? When's it gonna turn around? Fortunately, sometimes it doesn't turn around. But anyway, that was unfortunately not a happy read. But like I said, I'm always going to tell you what you need to hear. Unfortunately, it's not always going to be what you want to hear. But you put your trust in me to be honest with you, and I'm going to do that. And I appreciate you all for watching. I love you all. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.